Welcome everyone, I'm Tim and this is the controller. Thanks for clicking on Fallout 4, You Only Live Once. Last time we did Boston After Dark and were able to pick up a fantastic legendary weapon, which is the same as Righteous Authority. I am super excited for that, and I am also working my way towards the Ballistic Weave. But as I am getting tired, hungry, and thirsty, I think it's time to go back to main base and see what we can do with the laser pistol. And if you've been enjoying the content, please hit that subscribe button and a like, as it would be greatly appreciated. With that, let's jump into it. Just came back to Hangman's Alley, and Preston just gave me Sunshine Tidings Co-op, which I was hoping he'd give me that quest sooner rather than later, as there's a good skill magazine there. As I have parasites, it is very beneficial. But I did run quick over to Diamond City and picked up a couple miscellaneous energy weapons that I am hoping can make a pretty good lucky laser pistol. I have this focused incendiary laser and this targeting agitated laser pistol as well. Let's see what we can get done. After looking at this, we were able to take the long barrel and convert it over to the short barrel, as it does not take as much resources, and I think this beam focuser will be nice to have too, and that takes no mods there. And as we go over to this targeting pistol here, we can take this photon agitator off, as that will give even better critical shot damage, which is exactly what we want on the laser pistol that we have, the lucky one. So switch that on over to standard. That gets us a level up. And we can also, the sharpshooter's grip will be handy to have. Most of these are level 1 science, which I am a long ways off, as I would need to boost intelligence and then also take science. And this one also has a reflex sight. In fact, they both did, but we will just take it off of this pistol. Now we have a couple energy weapons that we can either sell back for a reduced price of what we paid for them, or we can give them to the settlers here as they wander around. But as we look here, we can still boost this, do the boosted capacitor. But as this is going to be focused on critical shots, as it's going to be doing a boatload of them, I think we want to focus that route. Put on the photon agitator there. Get a little better range with the long barrel. A little better accuracy. Get the reflex sight. And put the focuser here to get even better range, accuracy, and recoil. Now that isn't doing a ton of damage at 62. But once I find another energy weapon that I can get up a little higher, or if I could start getting on better tips to increase damage, it should be doing pretty well. But that's not the role of this gun, as it is meant to do a lot of critical damage.
What are you building?
And as we have the level up, we really need to boost strength one more time. So as we're working towards the ballistic weave with the railroad, then we can start taking armor to get even more protection. And while I was doing all that modding, I fell too weary. But there is a little bit more. I got a lot of meat to cook up from what I had found. So we'll get that cooked up, we will drink, and then we will go to bed. Now I'm hoping that since I got parasites not that long ago, that I can hopefully sleep without getting sick. Now my disease pool is probably quite high as it's been raining a lot and I've walked through water. But well rested and I am good to go. Now the rain has stopped and now I can head on north and hopefully take out Outpost Zamanja. Since we had talked to Preston last, he had given us the Oberlin Station. I believe that was a kidnapping there. So we may as well alter our route up a little bit and go over some fresh territory. There are some raiders down there. That point always spawns people or enemies or different things. I think just hop right on over. We'll just bypass them. But since we'll be going back north, we may as well alter our path just a little bit and talk to the people of Oberland, see what they have for a quest, and we can head on to Grey Garden as well and see what they have. Just have to sneak by. That's some gunfire hitting the trees. That's plenty close to me. I wouldn't mind seeing what's going on. See who's fighting who. If it happens to be friendlies, could give them a little bit of assistance. We won't worry about it for now. Roadside stand here. Just check as I'm coming back out. Looks like scavenger is what is on the raider menu today. We'll just keep on heading over to Oberlin Station.
Hey.
You've got to help. My sister's been kidnapped.
And Hardware Town decided to steal her sister, kidnap her, I guess. That's normally a quest for Abbott at the Wall. Asking for green paint is where it typically sends you, but since I had gotten the blue paint just from Moira, that I guess it spawned another quest there. That's not too terrible to have to take those raiders out. We might look into that in a little while. And I'm actually kind of curious how the lucky weapon will do. Can get off a lot of shots of it. Crit, see how the crit does? Oh, that's a pretty good strike. That's with 0 ranks of adrenaline. Now, it's not silenced, so I won't use it all that often. Unless I'm actually in the middle of a fight. Or it is my weapon with the longest range. So, if I am taking a ludicrously long shot, it might actually be able to do more damage than this freezing pistol, as it won't have the drop off in damage for extreme range.
Welcome to Grey Garden, darling.
And just as I expected, the water treatment plant, which is down the road, full of super mutants. There might actually be a super mutant with a rocket launcher. And once inside, you would have to go in some water and be facing Mirelurks. I don't think I will be dealing with that. And as we are making our way, we're kind of heading a little bit to the west. I believe there is a skill magazine that I forgot in ArcJet Systems. So we'll just mark that And we will also, with our quests, we do have Sunshine Tidings Co-op, which we can work with, which is also on the way back north. So we'll swing past ArcJet, hit up Sunshine Tidings, loop back around, maybe visit the people of Abernathy as we head back around out over to Outpost Samanja. ArcJet is just down the road. Don't believe too much is in the way. There might be a random spawn point or a group of dogs or bugs up here. Couple. Well, that's a nice looking rad stag. Just because he has antlers, I'm going to take him out. Be nice to put those on my wall. Up there is a trailer campsite thing, but there's a bear up there, possibly two. I don't need to be dealing with any bears. There's ArcJet. Oh crap, danger. Probably not from the rad roach. Probably not from the blood bug. Now I'm in danger from the blood bug. Multiples. 50-50. That's a good animation. Come to think of it, I was probably just in caution because of the rad stags that I just took out. So I'm just causing a little bit more issue for myself. Yeah, there the doe is looking at me. That should be the only danger I'm actually in. Yeah, now it's quickly fading to caution. And right here is the Tesla Science Magazine. I walked right past it. This will actually pair up really nicely with my new laser rifle that I got, the lucky one, as this also inflicts 5% more critical damage. Now if we just kind of work our way over to the northwest, we'll be able to hit up with Sunshine Tidings. Getting a little foggy. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. As we come up this way, I think there's going to be a couple blood bugs and some mines up by this fusion core. If I can get an eye on them. Stingwing, not blood bugs. You inside? I think I can shoot through that window though. Or not. Stingwings can do some damage. They can also activate mines. Back into hidden. Maybe I don't want to deal with that right now. The one that was looking for me may have killed itself. Just keep on heading on over. Right there, that is Sunshine Tidings. Gotta be careful on bridges as gunners like to take up shop on them. What's that flicker? That's nice. Yeah, looks like somebody's up on that bridge. Based on the windmill that's up there. That someone? Nope, that's just wood. Gunner. Do I want to pick a fight? Looks like they have a turret. We'll see if we can take out this turret. Hoping I'm far enough away. He is freaking out. Which makes the game freak out. If I just take out that one gunner down there, shouldn't have to worry about the ones below. As I have 2 crits. Take him out, and just as I expected, nobody else is aware of what's going on. Normally, with settlements, the game typically doesn't like to put anything within like 100 meters of where it's at, just so that enemies don't actually come venturing in just on accident. So it's a little interesting that it was that they're as close as they were. And got good old Professor Goodfeels. Now in here, it's gonna be primarily ghouls and a couple of rad roaches. We'll just do the wounding. Thought there was a ghoul in here, but guess that one was dead. Couple in the mess hall over here. If they're legendary, crit them. That's a legendary. That's just a basic. One legendary down. Will that get his attention? No, it does not. Let's see what we got. Hunter's leather left arm. That's not very good. Leather, pretty worthless. Animals, typically you're not going to be getting hit by animals. That's unfortunate. We could use a little bit better armor than what we have. So I'm quite happy with my guns. I mean, it'd be nice to have a better sniping gun as my primary sniper. That could do a little bit more damage. But I'm pretty content right now, but I think my armor could actually do a little bit of improvement. Not exactly sure which houses have the ghouls and rad roaches. Probably missed that one. Got him. Anybody else in here? No. We'll just loop around. I do have map markers, so I know where they're at, but I also don't want to get snuck up on by rad roaches. industrial grade. Let's hit up these houses one by one. Couple sleeping. I don't want burst fast or good feels. Just roamers, not too bad. I think this is the one I actually want to be in. Oh, and I just have to build a recruitment beacon. But in here there's the skill magazine, which with the parasites get extra meat from every animal, so now I'll be really swimming in the food. Not the worst in the world. As we just have to set up a recruitment beacon. Normally there's enough items in the workbench to where you can just build one. Just enough to build the recruitment beacon, and hopefully enough for the, yeah, I can build 3 small generators. We'll just get that hooked up and get 100 bottle caps from thin air. Now I just need to go back to Preston Garvey, which he is at Hangman's Alley, and I'll be back there at some point. I don't really need to leave this on and collect a ton of people. I'll leave it on while I'm looting. Might pick up 1 or 2 people here, and then we'll just turn it off. And just like that, we have a couple settlers here. This one looks like a good one to set up a supply line back to Hangman's Alley. And this other one will just be spare. Actually, let's send them over to... let's have them crisscross a little bit and head on over to Ten Pines Bluff. Then we don't need water for this settlement. And if it gets attacked, no one will be here to worry about it. But we'll get a couple of friendly people in the Commonwealth. Turn this off so we don't get anybody else. And now everything here is connected in to Hangman's Alley as well, which will be helpful for crafting again. I'm not going to worry about breaking down the trees, as if I do need to, I can swing back over here and break them down later, but I think it just adds to the aesthetics. Now I have eaten and have drank up. I am all ready to continue onward, heading further to the north. Should be fairly safe going as we come down here to this pond here. There will be another location I can get ticked off on the map. Shouldn't be any trouble here. Surprised it hasn't popped up on the compass yet that this is a location. Walden Pond. There is a raider base underneath. And there's a good legendary weapon for melee. But we're not melee, and I don't want to have to duck down into the water. Just head on in through the pipes if I wanted to deal with them. And what is going on here? Fred, Jules, and Angie. I think I had met them earlier. Okay, carry on. Synth or no synth, doesn't matter.
Please, you don't have to do this. You know me.
Again with the bridges and the windmills. Good likelihood for gunner camp. Got really close to detected, but I'm hoping it's just from those guys back there. I will be coming up into territory that I have already explored here shortly, at which point it should get a little bit safer for traveling. So I'm actually coming up on a little raider outpost. Just a basic raider. Nothing too crazy. That is a benefit of having awareness. Just know he's a level 1 raider. Really easy to take out. Brackets are getting a little close, but not too crazy close. Make sure that there's nobody else hiding around back that might decide to start shooting me, or just inside. He was just working on the chem station. He had a shotgun. That could have been problematic. We are close to Drumlin Diner. Thinking this is the little military outpost dead ahead. And yeah, there's the random spawn house. Don't remember if I've been in here yet or not. Must be not. Still closed up. This is a pretty easy place to come into earlier on. It's all friendlies. Get some decent stuff out of it. And another fragmentation grenade. Just another explosive box and another just proper bed. You know, you even have a little bit of a protection out front. Well, I am curious what happens to be in the house today. Gunner mercenary. We won't worry about them today. That blood bug's right there. They've been sitting around too long anyway. Ah, there's Trash Can Carla. Okay, good. They're still in yellow, but I'm more concerned on the blood bug. Trash Can's working her way back up to Drumlin Diner. I'll see what they all have and hopefully get a little bit more 50 cal. Well, Trash Can Carla didn't have any 50 cal, but Trudy did, so I was able to pick that up. She had 30 rounds. I sold that new legendary of the Hunter's left arm. That was also a duplicate of the Chameleon left arm, which there is absolutely no scenario where I would ever swap that out. So I just sold that off. As I'm going along, looks like there's a rad roach that is doing a little bit of studying. He will not pass his final exam. And neither will his support crew. That's waste of 50 cal. Oh, bloatfly there too. What other mischief happens to be here? Not much of anything. But now, with that new magazine that we picked up, we get 2 meat of the rad roaches, and blood bugs are now, should be guaranteed to have 1. Sometimes 2. As we go in this northeasterly direction, we're coming up on Bedford Station, and once we're there, we'll head up over to 10 Pines Bluff, to where, once we're there, that will be our staging area for going to Outpost Zamanja. Lucas Miller happened to be over at 10 Pines Bluff, and as we are still working towards the ballistic weave, he sells a shipment of the ballistic fiber. So we will pick that up preemptively, so that way when we are ready to do some crafting, we will have plenty of supply. And as we are here, we can throw back on the armor. I am tempted to wait a little bit. I think there's a chair in the shack. Let it get a little bit darker so I have a little bit more element of surprise coming in. It's 7 o'clock. Let's make it 11 o'clock. Then by the time we get there, be about midnight, we will really be doing good sneaking at that point. And as we go, we will want to be on the high ground. Forgot there were rad roaches in that house. No. Okay, well, I might be taking a little bit of damage here. Just lucked out. Forgot there were rad roaches there. They came at me quick. A little bit more meat. I think one even jumped through the hole in the wall. Anyways, as I was saying, you want the high ground. And there's a pretty good sniping spot to the north. As down, that's not it, but there's some nice rad stakes there in that house. You want to come in from the north, as there's some pretty good cover, and if memory serves, there's a guy in power armor who also has a fat man, I believe. So a nice mini nuke launcher, which I don't want to be dealing with that. Just kind of sneak my way through here. Thread the needle a little bit. And that is my destination. That will make a good sniping location. There are a few enemies down here, but the one with power armor I'm most concerned on. Even if I take him out first, anybody else could pick up the mini nuke, even if it's just a missile launcher. Anybody else could pick that up and blind fire. And if that hits anywhere near me, that will inflict a ton of damage. Let's see what I can see down there. Just a basic scaver. There's the guy with power armor right by him. Boomer. So we'll crit them. And we'll take a few pot shots at that one. Boomer's down. That scaver's down. Back off. I have pretty good cover here, but I should probably just back off on the opposite side in case they blind fire. Looks like 3 more. 2 are angry. Be angry too if my boss got taken out. Nice thing about being a quest, we can see how far away they are, or if they happen to be coming up close to me or not. They're all marked as down. Great to get VATs on at least one more of them. With 3 in there, that concerns me. If it was just 2, I'd be feeling all right. At least over here by this part of the bridge, get a little different vantage point, and I can duck behind here. There's a scum. Got a tree in the way. Come back, sir. He's going to lay down. Very possible other ones are sleeping as well. Tempted to just throw a grenade in, cross my fingers. In fact, yeah, they're right. That might be good. Got a little bit. Caution's not coming too close. That one, I think, is not even worried about their partner. Yeah, they did not seem too concerned. Went back to hidden very quick. That's a real good shot there. And just one more. Don't think the turrets are a problem. But if I can sneak in there. A little bit more XP. That might be too far to drop. Guess the last marker was only for the workbench. And yes, as I expected, I killed Boomer, who has a fat man. But this scaver decided to pick it up. He had the mini nuke, and he also had just a basic pipe revolver pistol. So you can never be too careful when there's a big gun like that. They love to just pick them back up. Boomer, the named character, got level 2 power armor of Raider. And on top, awesomely astounding tails, we get a little bit better damage at night. So now we will be just slightly stronger in the evening hours. Now we just have a little mini mission. We have to build up a little bit of defense, which I'm not sure how much they provide to begin with for resources. So I'll just loot this down and then see what I can do. Thankfully, I was carrying a little bit of junk, as it takes 2 turrets to consider this place protected. There was not much around here to loot, which is unfortunate. Set this one right here to help protect the generator. Now that we have this set up, we can just report back to Pam. And I'm detected. Oh, by the turrets. Duh. But report back to Pam, and then she should be able to give me a jackpot mission. And once that jackpot mission is complete, I do believe Tinker Tom will give me Ballistic Weave, which is definitely what I am looking forward to. But as we have now got Outpost Amanja set up, protected a little bit, and we also assisted a couple other settlements, I think it is time to call it a part here. After we take care of a little bit of riffraff that is down below. Don't want a raider down there. That's too close. Couple turrets too. Got an attack dog. Missed. He seems frisky. I thought I missed. I must have hit him. I didn't think I got any XP from him. I think there's a raider. That's too close to Outpost Samanja. Good eating. Is he wearing power armor, or is that just I think that's just a spotlight. Hello? You sleeping? Yes, he is. Hello. You are a sound sleeper, sir. Alright, now that we have this raider taken care of, I think that is enough for now. Thanks for joining with me, and thanks for watching. And until next time, powering off.